Hey, good morning, free thinkers. You know, I'm watching the news and I'm watching them put people in panic mode. And as Americans, we have been here before and we have to understand that we're going to go through this again and again and again unless we correct this. And we have to correct this. Now, for a lot of you young people, Ford, GM, and Chrysler was the boom of the 40s and 50s and 60s. That was the big boom. So people from all around the country moved to Detroit, and a lot of people relocate to Detroit because it was supposed to be a booming economy with the auto industry. And come to find out about it, in a span of years, the government, yes, the government decided that they were no longer going to fund the auto industry because the shareholders and the CEOs felt that you, the American workers, were going to ask for too much. While these guys back then was making record breaking profits, it didn't trickle down to the small men, to small man and woman. So in their mind, they ship our jobs overseas to other countries and decimated a lot of these other communities. A lot of our communities misplaced a lot of people. Okay, and then the government swoop in and put some of these things in place where they tell this race that this race is trying to take their job and that this race don't belong here, and how us fighting against each other, taking our eyes off the prize while they outsource our jobs to other countries for the pennies. We still end up buying those cars that are assembled, are the parts are built someplace else and assembled here because they didn't want to pay the tariff. They didn't want to take care of you, the Americans. This is what this is about. They do not want to take care of you, the Americans, because they don't think you're worth anything. But these are the guys that got 7 mansions, private planes, that's saying that you, the American people, are not worth investing. Think about it, people, just for a minute. Let this sink in. That you, the American people, this auto industry, this whole industry, don't think you're worth it. Now, we had Mike Bloomberg in New York as mayor, and this is why politicians are the worst and businessmen you got to turn to. Because on the Mike Bloomberg, a lot of business came back in to New York City, New York State, on the Mike Bloomberg, Mayor Mike Bloomberg. Okay, and I had no problem when he run for another term, a fourth term or a third term, because we saw the boom when Mike Bloomberg was in office. You saw record breaking profits and businesses showing up in New York. So now we have another businessman in office, and he understands what's going on. That we've been robbed by these other countries. Are you not tired of everything you pick up that says "Made in China" on here? Taiwan, Japan. Rarely do you see something that says made in the United States. How do you feel proud as an American knowing that the goods and service that you're wearing is made in another country, but you're not willing to invest in the people that live here, work here, and to sustain this economy? The people on the side tell you this is the dumbest thing they've ever seen, but ask them, what is your solution? Some of you have been here for decades, decades, and know this was happening and did nothing about it. Some of these people end up in government, right, from bartending and whatever mediocre job they have, and they're now worth 10, 15, 20 million dollars. How is that possible? Are they there to do the American people's job? I didn't send no politician to Washington to be fighting. I don't care if they're Democrat or Republican or independent. That's not what we send you all there for. We send you all there to take care of the American people. We send you there because our tax money is going to you guys to make better decisions. Instead, we see you guys send money to other countries to support their economy, but not our economy. So for me, if this means to bring back jobs to America and create American wealth, where at some point I could retire, I could send my kids to a nice school, I could have a nice car, a nice home, I could treat my wife to something that always, my wife don't ask for a lot, but we could treat our wife to something instead of telling them that we can't do anything, we can't, because we're barely getting paid at minimum wage. I'm going to address minimum wage in another one of my video, but think about this. When do we get to maximum wage? We are always at minimum wage. Why can't we get to $50 an hour? Why not? Why can't we get to $50 an hour? When we have CEOs are making billions off us. Everything is made someplace else and then transport back here for us, the American consumer, to absorb it, but it's not made here. And to hear Americans sit here and go, oh, it's going to crash the economy. When have the economy ever crashed? Every year, these Super Bowl events, some of these seats are going for $50,000, $60,000, but the stadium is packed. World Series, stadiums are packed. Baseball, basketball, arenas are packed. We have 171 billionaires in this country. 171 billionaires in this country. And they're not all Republicans. So stop. But these people have no problem with outsourcing the American lifestyle to other countries because they don't want to pay you, Americans. They don't want to pay you. They don't think you're worth it. So we don't have a politician in office. We got a businessman. And I know somebody goes, oh, he went bankrupt a lot of times. That's how business works. But if this man is willing to get shot at twice to become president, okay, to correct the ship, I'm for it. I'll pay extra $5,000 to a car built in America because we take pride in building our cars. I'll pay extra $300 for clothes because I know it's made in America. Because you see, if I'm making a good salary, then I'm going to spend the money. And what audience are you talking to? Because there's people that are on welfare that have Birkin bags and Mercedes-Benz. You remember that movie Field of Dreams? You build it, they will come. Let American produce it and they will buy. But we got to stop shipping our jobs overseas, shipping everything overseas, and then it's sent back over here for us to buy it. Do you understand what they're doing to us? The stock market is in a turmoil. Stock market runs off feelings and fear. I think of President Kennedy, the Democrat, says the only thing we have to fear as Americans is fear itself. What are we fearing? To correct what people have not put us in? If your supermarket is overcharging you, contact Consumer Affair. If the car dealership is overcharging you, contact Consumer Affair. Let the government that they put in place take care of these problems. But don't let the media and these morons on TV telling you, oh, this is the dumbest thing you ever did. What have you done for the American citizen? What have you done in 4 years? What have you done in 8 years? The American people are tired of minimum wage. And y'all coming on TV talking about you raised the minimum wage to $20. Really? $20? CEOs making $10, $15, $35 million a year. And you think $20 an hour is something? America, we're better than this. We're stronger than this. Do not let these people tell you that government is going to crash. It's never going to crash. We have been supporting all these other countries for years. It's time for them to support America. And instead of them supporting America, they'd rather see America burn before they support you people. I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican, so I have no fight in this. But what I'm fighting for is for Americans. Free thinkers, we have to think about Americans first. We've been taking care of the world. Time to take care of America. Free thinkers.